California Pomo Indian Tribe by Ashley and Allie. Geographic location: the Native Americans lived in modern-day Clear Lake, Sonoma County, and along the Russian River. Geographic features: ranges and mountain like the transverse range of San Gabriel Mountain and the Sonora Peak. The three major rivers are the Sacramento River, the Russian River, and the Klamath River. The major plains in California: the Mojave Desert, the Carrizo Plain, and the Central Valley. The major coastlines are San Francisco, Santa Monica, and Santa Cruz. Climate of the region: the climate in California is very diverse. The normal temperature in California is from 70 degrees Fahrenheit to 80 degrees Fahrenheit. The annual precipitation is 18 inches. The different climates are desert, cool interior, highland, and the smaller region of the Mediterranean climate. Food sources: the main berries they ate were gooseberries, wild raspberries, blackberries, and blueberries. They ate salmon, wild greens, gnats, mushrooms, berries, grasshoppers, rabbits, rats, and squirrels. The main crops and seeds they ate were edible leaves, stems, corn, squash, beans, and flour. Main agriculture: a technique they used for farming was called slash and burn. Most of their food from gathering tubers, greens, berries, and nuts. The Pomo Indian men hunted for deer, small game, and sometimes caught fish. Same thing. Pomo homes: they lived in dome-shaped houses built with their surrounding materials. Pomo Indians also have other houses called sweat houses for special ceremonies. They lived near bodies of water such as creeks and lakes. They used them as a source of water. They had another type of house called a reed house. They were made from wooden poles and were shaped to make a cone-like roof. Types of materials used for crafting and clothing. Clothing they wore and the material: women wove the clothing from willow, redwood, and tulle. Men wore breech cloths made from tulle, buckskin, or rabbit fur. Children wore buckskin tunics with leggings, woven blankets, and feather headdress. The crafting they made baskets out of swamp canes, saguaro cactuses, ryegrass, black ash, willow shoots, and sedge root. The Pomo Indians used bone needles to sew the cloth into the clothing. Tools and materials used: Pomo hunters used bows and arrows. Pomo fishermen used spears, nets, and wooden fish traps. Pomo warriors usually shot arrows at their enemies. They would one-on-one fight with clubs. They made a lot of their stuff out of redwood bark. They used long strips of grass and other plant fibers and rocks to make tools. Spiritual and ritual practices: the Pomo Indians had the kuksu cult. They practiced private ceremonies, esoteric dances, and rituals. They had ceremonies for things like ghosts, coyotes, and thunder. They believe in a supernatural being, the kuksu or the guksu, that live in the south, who came during ceremonies to heal their illnesses. The Pomo participate in shamanism. My bad. And here are the websites we use.